Hello, I'm here to help you to do this worksheet. As you can see, it's in the chance one, and it's the language you're going to use. You may see the word probability written as well as chance. So the words are used nearly every day. We are often talking about the chance of an event occurring. So an event is what we're observing to happen. So that's what we call an event. The weather report says it's most likely to rain sometime today. You'll hear that every single day. So the chance description is this most likely, and the event is rain. So most likely implies it should, or there's a good chance of it raining. So here is a good selection of words that are commonly used. As you can see, we start that impossible, it will never ever happen, right through to it is certain, it will always happen. So chance is decreasing, heading towards impossible, and the chance is increasing as we head towards certain. And there's an even chance is right in the middle. That means it's exactly the same chance for both of the events. So it's less than even or more than even. Unlikely to likely, very unlikely, very likely, highly unlikely, highly likely, right through to the impossible and certain. This is a very good diagram to use. If you have a copy of it, you might like to cut it out and glue it into your book, or even write it out again. Okay, let's go through this example together. So at the bottom of your sheet, you have this example, and we're going to use these words. So we're going to go back to this chart to have a look. So seeing a full moon on any given night during a calendar year. Now go back to your Year 7 Science, where we looked at full moons. And we know that a full moon is about once a month. So it's highly unlikely you're going to see it any given night. You're only going to see it once every 28 to 30 days. So it's highly unlikely. A red marble. So a good idea is to use your highlighter here. So we're going to get a red marble. So highlight what the event is that we are looking for. Now it contains 49 blue, that is information we need, and 51 red. Now let's analyse those numbers. We've got two different colours in there. We only want a red one, not a blue one. But as you noticed, 49 and 51 are almost exactly the same. So there are slightly more red ones than blue ones. So there's more than an even chance there's going to be chosen. At least one student. So look very carefully at the language. So it says at least one. In the entire building will blink their eyes in the next hour. We blink our eyes quite often, more than once in an hour. So it's certain that we are going to have somebody blinking in a whole hour. We're probably going to have at least one blinking every second, aren't we? So we're going to roll a normal 6-sided die. And we want an even number. Now, there are 3 even numbers, as you know. So the even numbers, 2, 4, and 6. And the odd numbers, 1, 3, and 5. So it's an even chance. There are an even number of even numbers and odd numbers on a normal 6-sided die. Okay, on the other side of your sheet, we have some exercises to practice. So the first one is just some everyday normal events that might occur. Now, not everyone will have exactly the same answer. It will often depend on circumstances. And that you have to be very careful of when answering questions in exams, that you consider the fact that the teacher may have a different understanding of the circumstances. So seeing a pink or yellow car on the road, you have to think about what are the common colours and what are the uncommon colours. It says a pink and a yellow, so to see both those uncommon ones on a road, would probably be very unlikely, wouldn't it? So you need to go through all of these carefully, of course referring back to your chart for the language. Think about the possibility. B is pretty easy, I think. There's only yellow candy. It's impossible to find a green one. Winning lottery, 1 in 42 million chances. That's not very much, is it? The alphabet backwards in less than 5 seconds. Well, you'd be speaking really fast. We wouldn't know if we got it right, would we? Okay. 1 in 3. Rushing, making an error in your rush. Don't know about you, but I certainly would. Randomly add 10 boys and 10 girls. Look at the numbers here. Bumping into something in the dark. Probably depend on how many things you've picked up, or whether you've still left your things lying on the floor. The sun rising from the east. Well, we know that's certain, don't we? You buy all but one of the tickets. Is it certain you'll win? No, that one person might. Catching an orange fish, that's almost even, isn't it? Odd numbered page, well, that's pretty even too, isn't it? Ice at the South Pole, not sure there's much else, but that is there. So that's rolling the 5. Now think about it. How many sides have we got? 6. And all we want is the 5. Winning when you have 1 less player. And your chance of not beating, look at that, not. So now you have a go at those. Pause the video and then I'll put the answers up for you. Okay, here is the answers. Now you may not be exactly what they have done because of your circumstances, but they should be pretty close to those. Think about normal situations. We do not consider the unlikelihood of something weird happening. So how did you go? Okay, let's look at the other activity. Now these aren't the only words you can use or will see written. So as you go through, that's all the ones that you've got on your sheet. So remember, going back to this diagram, let's think of other ways of expressing this. So you need to go through and think of as many other words as you can. You have a go at that. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, these are just some of the possibilities. You may have come up with different ones, but if there's any there that you particularly like, I suggest you add them to your worksheet, and that will help you in the future to refer back to so that you can find out the probability. And I'll show you the rest. Okay, that's all of them for that page. I need to turn over the page for the rest of them. Okay, write down some of those you don't have just to help you. Good luck.